Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time once again. It's time for that podcast heard, well, around a few places, by tens of listeners. It's time for the Department of Understanding Humans, the podcast. That's right, the podcast, featuring your ringmasters for the day, that stupendous, giggle-snorting gal, Friday herself, Rachel Wynn, and now her co-host actually has a name, that cranky clown you love to adore, Kris Meyer. And on with the show!
D.U.H, Department of Understanding Humans, yeah!
I got my drink on.
They opened a Wendy's near my house. I'm so excited.
Do triple with bacon and cheese.
No, I can't do bacon.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to do bacon, but
Not
that's
kosher.
hot. It's not kosher. But I got the berry lemonade.
Yeah.
It's tart, but
Berry
it's
lemonade.
so
Tart.
good. I might add some alcohol later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey,
How are
I'm
things?
here.
Yeah.
Things are well.
Things are good.
Things are well.
Good. We finished that series, The Order.
Yes. How did you enjoy it?
Pretty decent. It was pretty decent. There were a few of those moments where you're just kind of like, oh yeah, that is so obviously not real.
Right.
That so wouldn't happen. And then there were moments where we were just kind of like, oh, she's a whatchamacallit thing. You know what they called it in Supernatural, the other show that we love so much. Yeah, it's
Right.
That's how we knew what that was. It's a banshee. Yeah, it's not, of course, but we would go back and forth and be like, oh wait, wrong show. Where's Dean and Sam? Shit. So
Dean and Sam. Which
Oh my
that's going to end next year.
it is. They have one more season and then they're done. And Peaky Blinders season 5 should be starting sometime this summer. We are super excited about that. And today we started a new one called The Travelers. Have you heard about this?
Nope.
It's pretty cool. It's the dude from Will and Grace who played Will.
Right.
And an ensemble cast, and basically they are people from the future who have shot their consciousnesses into people in the past to fix things because
Right.
their future is destroyed. Humanity has been all but destroyed, and so they send these travelers back, and there's thousands of them already back, and this show follows a group of 5 of them that have just come back to deal with a handful of things, and within the first 5 minutes we were hooked. It's that good. So I highly recommend it. I do.
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, you should check it out. Check it
I'll
out.
give it a watch. Check it out. Check it out.
So yeah, it's hot. We have no rain. Apparently all the rain has turned into tornadoes in the Midwest and destroyed homes and hurt people, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Craziness is. I have taken kind of a week off of paying attention to the news and political stuff because I put my foot in my mouth on social media earlier this week.
Oh.
And I freely admit that I did it.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Let me do that all over again. Oh, really? You don't say.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm shocked you did that. Let me be utterly surprised.
You sound so convincing.
Hang on, wait a minute. I have a prepared statement. Hang on, I gotta get my glasses on. Rachel did a faux pas via social media and stuck her foot in her mouth. Again, turn page over, you dummy. So anyway.
Are you done? done.
I keyed.
For those of you
So what did you do that was absolutely so terrible this time?
For those of you who are just joining us, I have a bad habit of sort of jumping the gun on something and saying something on my personal face wall. And every now and then on our Twitter or our Instagram that I really shouldn't. And the reason I say I shouldn't is because we do try and stay, non-biased. We try and take all sides of the story and present
this is
it
why
to you.
Kris is taking over the Instagram and Twitter from now on. Continue.
So, I made some comments about how Netflix was going to be considering removing their stuff from Georgia. It was
right.
On my part, it was premature, it was ill-informed, and it was 100% reactionary because I too am guilty of social media outbursts. I have since gone back and deleted the posts and the posts leading up to that were of the same topic, simply because I don't want to feed the beast that is the negative side of social media. So as a responsible social media user, I have dialed it back. I have made my apologies. I've had conversations. I've read articles. I've broadened my perspectives. I've grown up, I've adulted. I've taken responsibility for the fact that I said something that probably was more incendiary. So,
in any regards,
I apologize.
Rachel said some things. It was the heat of the moment. And now we're going to let angry Uncle Kris take the Twitter, take the Facebook, take the Instagrammy, and
yeah.
I'll just open up every day by saying, "Good morning, America. What offends you today?"
There you go.
And keep going.
Keep going.
Because let's face it, it's a new day. Something will offend somebody, and we can't make everybody happy. But sometimes you just kind of go, maybe you shouldn't have done that. But anyway,
sometimes it's funny, putting something out there that offends, but we are equal opportunity offenders. We don't necessarily hone in on one thing and go wrong and just stay there.
Right, exactly.
So I've tried to apply that to my personal face space as well.
So anyway, that being said, yeah, it happened.
It happened.
It'll be okay.
So I just I took a little time off from that.
Took a little break ski.
So next week I will be ordering swag for Dragon Con. Swag. And our number one fan, is getting a special shirt for winning her last thing. It's gonna be a really cool design that is going to be one of a kind. And if you want one, you have to pay for it. People, you, the proverbial you.
Well.
So, yep.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
If you have to pay for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I can't afford to give them to everybody. So she gets this one because she's earned it. She's been a loyal number one fan for 2.5 years. And she's won... Susan. She's won 2 of our contests. I think 2 of our... Anyway. So I gotta hook her up on that. But I'm gonna get some new stickers, and I'm gonna get some new mugs, and I'm gonna get some new t-shirts maybe, and stuff that we can give away on the air, or we can also hand out at Dragon Con. So I might make, again, just some Dragon Con specific shirts that you have to be at Dragon Con to come get. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Like last year. Yeah.
Like last year.
So...
Exactly like last year.
Exactly. Although it'll be cooler this year because I think I'm gonna go ahead and design something fun.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll have to look at it and see. Ooh.
Right on.
Right on.
Rattle.
So what's the temperature like in Alabama? And I'm not necessarily talking weather, but if you want to go there, you can.
It's hot.
The climate.
It's hot. Well, no, last weekend was brutal. We got our first slap in the face of the brutal summer, the dry, arid heat. But then all of a sudden we got that nasty, thick humidity that came along with it.
I hate that.
So when it was maybe 80 something outside, it felt like it was 102.
Oh,
and you
I
couldn't
love
breathe.
humid. Humid is so fun. That which is
it was brutal. Brutal.
Gross.
But anyway, it was gross. Didn't like it.
Gross. So
But anyway,
how about this Robert Pattinson lined up to be Batman?
yeah, that sucks ass.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Talk to me.
I mean, listen, for fans of Batman, okay, we've gone through a lot, right? We did, but Bale was good.
Bale was pretty good. I would say he was pretty good.
Bale was very good at Batman. For the retelling of Batman, it was good. When we had our first glimpse of Batman on the big screen, the dark bat with the black cape and everything, you heard Michael Keaton and you went, really?
Huh?
But Michael Keaton did very well.
He did do very well. I liked him as Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I did.
He was great. He had that, funny comedic edge. And then we got Val Kilmer and Bat Nipples. And,
Really?
yeah, Bat Nipples and cod pieces that were just really a little too big. And then we got George Clooney, and then we just said, please stop. And then we got Bale, Bale was good.
Oh, there are the Bat Nipples. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, see? Yeah. And then we got Ben Affleck, and then we went, why? And then we saw him and went, oh, okay, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we were a little worried as comic book fans because, he killed Daredevil, and there was no chance for, Daredevil 2 or anything else. And then we went huzzah when Charlie Cox took over the role for
TV, yeah.
For TV, and it just was so much better. But anyway, now Affleck is out of the role, and there were rumors before Pattinson that we were going to get John Hamm as Batman, and that would have been so good having John Hamm from Mad Men as Batman. Even the other rumor was the reason they were canceling Supernatural was they were going to get Jensen Ackles to be Pat. I thought, I was like, yeah, Jensen would be good.
He really would be good.
Jensen would be
he'd look great in the cowl. Oh, yep. God. And what a breakout that would be for him.
It would be a good role, partner up with Cable for Superman. I mean, that would be an absolute good thing. But then somewhere along the line, they threw a curveball and said, yeah, we'll get the kid from Twilight. That'll be good.
As long as he doesn't sparkle.
And those of us that are fans went, what? Now, we have to see, but, you kind of hear this and go, no.
Okay.
DC's problem is they miscast, and they miscast everything. There's a few hits and a few good hits. The television series, they've cast very well. Okay? Anything in TV, they've cast very well to me. Movies is hit or miss. All right? And I'm sorry, I know you were about to ask a question.
Well, no, I'm listening, and I'm staring at a picture of Pattinson next to the cowl, and I'm kind of trying to... One of the things I've noticed about the characters that they choose, they all have a specific jawline and mouth, right?
Right.
And a physique, a certain physique. And I'm looking at...
He doesn't have it.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have a very good mouth at all. Mm-mm. He's got the jawline, but he doesn't have a really good mouth. And his nose, you can tell his nose has been broken at least once, which is fine. But I get that. But, so I don't think he's going to do the cowl justice. Again, I know that, we've all kind of, at the beginning of these things, we go, oh, I don't know about that. And then we get to it and we're like, oh, hey, that wasn't that bad. But I've seen his acting. Now, I mean, I can look at Val Kilmer, and I can look at even Ben Affleck and kind of go, okay, I could see them possibly pulling this off.
Right, possibly.
Possibly everything I've looked at for Pattinson, he's a mouth breathing.
He's ultra sensitive. He's
I'm
very
broody. I'm so broody.
in touch with himself. Robert Pattinson, yeah. Bella, I love you. Now, if they could bring her,
oh God, and she'd be like Catwoman. Both of them would be mouth breathers all together. Neither one of them know how to deliver a line without some kind of.
Who delivered this line better, Kristen Stewart or a piece of toast? Ready? Okay, guess. If you guessed piece of toast, you're right.
Crunch. That's
most
awesome.
lackluster. Okay, I never thought I would hate anything more than Titanic. I am one of those people that just I couldn't stand Titanic. Couldn't see it. Couldn't stand it in the theaters. I watched Avatar and went, ugh. Really? Yeah, blue monkeys. All right, save the Smurfs. Save the tall Smurfs. That's right. Thanks, James Cameron. Thank you for being preachy, James Cameron. And then someone introduced me to Twilight, and I thought, oh dear God, there's 6 of these movies, really? Mm-hmm. Bella, I love you. Bella, I'm a werewolf. I'm a werewolf without my shirt, bro. Okay, great. You're not a werewolf. Werewolves turn into like half man, half wolf. You turn into a big wolf.
You're a wolf.
That's not a werewolf. Vampires. Oh, vampires are so romantic with Robert. He's so handsome. That's where I really look at Twilight and I go, you don't understand what a vampire is. Oldman, you are needed. Bring me my Gary Oldman film of Dracula and I shall show you a vampire.
Let me tell you something. Even though, I mean, it's still seductive. I mean, Gary Oldman is so fucking seductive. Sorry, but it's true. This podcast is not safe for work.
Okay, it's seductive in a dark that it shouldn't be seductive.
Right.
For his version of Dracula.
Mind screwing type of seductive. Like he's the ultimate narcissist who knows how to push your buttons and get you to do exactly what he wants you to do. Hey. That's candy.
Everything else in the film besides Oldman and Anthony Hopkins sucked.
Pretty much.
Winona Ryder sucked. Okay? Keanu Reeves, before really Keanu Reeves became Keanu Reeves, a.k.a., John Wick, sucked. Okay? And I'm sorry. Keanu did some roles that I just don't think fit him, and he was working. Now, that's Keanu the actor. And I know I've gotten statements because I've ragged on him. He's a good human being. Yes, he is. Keanu Reeves, the story of Keanu Reeves, he is a decent, kind, good man. Yes. I am not knocking the man. I'm knocking the man's acting. Okay.
Some of his earlier work, some of his earlier work was very questionable, and you kind of go, "Oh my God, ultimate mouth breather!" Whoa.
Because no matter what role he was in, all I could hear was,
dude. However,
I did not expect that, Ted.
He did evolve.
He evolved in a big way.
He evolved in a big way and became some of the best character acting there was. And he did a great job. I love him as John Wick. I really do.
Oh my God. The first John Wick is great.
Yeah,
the second John Wick is good. I haven't seen the third one yet, and I've just heard.
I can't wait to see the third one. I've got to go see it. But I don't. That's one of those ones that you probably have to see in the movie theater. But I'm just kind of like, oh gosh, do I really want to go pay for movie theaters again?
Yeah, you kind of go, do I really want to? Yeah, do I want to pay a kidney and arm and a leg to go see it?
Because that's where Hollywood gets their paycheck, isn't it? It's not from Netflix or Hulu most of the time.
Most of the time, but it's a movie theater. Not
that I'm boycotting. Not that I'm boycotting Hollywood, and I'm not boycotting movie theaters, because I honestly, after my faux pas online, one of the things that I came to the conclusion of, the realization of, is that my actions almost mimic the actions of those that I'm having a hard time dealing with. Like I'm having issues being upset with, and taking it personal and getting a little overreactive, because what's happening is, and I'm going to kind of explain that just a little bit for now, is let's just say, for example, I do what Hollywood is doing, then that little kid, Betsy, down at the movie theater isn't going to get that extra money because I'm not paying for her to work. Meanwhile, she didn't make a decision for Hollywood to pull out of Georgia. It has nothing to do with her. So why should she be, you know what I mean? So I don't want to affect her job. And that's one of the things that some of the other people have been saying is, look, we know you disagree, but you don't need to hurt other people and their, way of life to make a point. And so my whole issue with all of this is I just don't think, and it's not about the abortion stuff. It's about, I don't like people thinking they've got all the answers and telling me what to do with myself. Period. It has nothing to do with men telling women what to do with their bodies, things like that. It's other people thinking that they are smarter and elite and turning around and going, you're stupid if you don't think like I do, and I'm going to punish you for it. And you should think the way that I want you to think, or you're not functioning normally according to how I like you. That was a horrible explanation, but that was it. So, shutting up off my soapbox. So yeah, pictures of Keanu Reeves at Bram Stoker's Dracula. He looks weird.
Yes, he looks bizarre and strange.
Although was he Van Helsing in that?
No, he was Harkness. He was Quincy Harkness.
He was
Quincy Harker, excuse me.
He was Winona Ryder's
no, he wasn't
fiance.
Harker. Yeah, Mina Harker. He was Quincy Harker.
Yeah.
He was Mina's husband.
And she was seduced by Gary Oldman.
That's right, because Mina looked like his love. Come to me, my love.
Poor baby. I like when he goes into the makeup and he's all old and weird looking.
And he has the tits on his head, the hair tits.
Yeah, what is that all about?
I don't know. That was just kind of
what style is that?
That's
just
the hair tits that he had.
The hair tits that he had. There's so many pictures of him licking the razor blade. What?
Oh, yeah.
The hell? Although I do love his blue glasses. Look at me.
And his suit. His suit was pimp, man.
His suit was with a top hat and everything.
Yep.
I love Gary Oldman. He's awesome sauce. He's good in everything he does.
Okay. Gary Oldman can become anybody he wants to become.
He really can.
He really can. He's a chameleon of Hollywood. And it also shows what a good actor he is.
Yeah.
And he finally got an Academy Award for his role as Churchill this past year. But anyway,
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's amazing.
That's good. It's an amazing movie. You gotta go see it. If you want to have a funny, since we're talking about Dracula and Gary Oldman's Dracula and Bram Stoker's Dracula, there were skits done like mocking it a little bit, but if you remember in Living Color, Jamie Foxx played a character called Wanda, and Wanda just was horrifically ugly.
Yes.
And Jim Carrey is playing the Gary Oldman vampire, and he's coming to get her. And then he sees her, he's like, "Ah." No, I got you. We got a coffin right here. I got you. And she whips out a coffin so they can. And he goes, "No, I cannot. Oh, morning already? I have to go." And he opens up the shades and he's like, "I've never been happy for such night."
Burn. Baby burn.
Speaking of vampires, the season finale of What We Do in the Shadows happened.
I have not yet watched it. Is it as good as everybody's saying it is?
It's hysterical. It is hysterical. If you enjoyed the movie, the mockumentary movie about What We Do in the Shadows, you will thoroughly enjoy the TV show.
One of my buddies in the UK, he has also said to listen or to go watch it because he said it was funny. So the
season finale had the Nandor, Nandor the Relentless, his familiar Guillermo, sent away Nandor's DNA for ancestry testing. He wanted to do it as a surprise to show him that he had living relatives.
Oh, no.
And Nandor doesn't understand, and he goes, "When did you take my semen?" What? Yes, witches took my semen once and tried to do a semen spell. It failed to the misery because I killed them all. No, master, I didn't. I just took your hair. Oh, okay then. And he just, he's kind of like he didn't understand. So part of the joke is Guillermo finds that Nandor has 2,000 living relatives.
Oh, wow.
And he's all happy about his relatives and everything else. And Guillermo finds out that he actually has Van Helsing DNA.
Oh, no.
And he goes, Van Helsing's not... He says, that's not real. That's a joke. And the camera crew goes, dude, vampires are real. And he starts looking at there. He goes, oh, my God, I've killed 2 vampires. Accidentally, but I've killed 2 vampires. And so throughout the show, he's wrestling with this whole, but I want to be a vampire. I'm a familiar. I want to be a vampire. And he ticks off Nandor somehow. And... I'm sorry. I'm not remembering correctly. When one of his relatives dies, and Nandor decides to go to the funeral. A vampire in church, mind you, he decides to go to the funeral. So in church, he's trying to resist because, holy place, vampire. He's crying blood. All of a sudden, he's starting to catch on fire. And he goes, please, put me out, Guillermo. So what does Guillermo do? He goes and gets holy water.
Oh, no!
And throws it on Nandor, and then you hear him screaming like bloody murder and setting ablaze, and he runs out of the church.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're in the house. He goes, I have to tell you, I thank you for showing me my relatives, but I'm very angry. He starts yelling at him, talking about how angry he is, how he's going to commit him to 5 more years of servitude and demerits because you poured holy water on me.
Oh, no.
Now, he's still thinking he's Van Helsing. He's got Van Helsing DNA, right? So Guillermo's sitting there, like, clutching the coffin lid, and Nandor goes, Guillermo, are you having decisive thoughts? Get them out of your head. You're not smart enough to have them. And bam, goes to sleep. And Guillermo's kicking things, he's muttering, and he picks up garden stakes that he got for the outside. Then they wanted him to get rid of the garden stakes, and he throws the garden stakes, and he hits the pictures of the vampires all directly in the hearts.
Oh, shoot.
And that's where the series, it ends right there. So I'm anxious to see next season to see if Guillermo starts becoming a vampire hunter.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yaha.
Yaha.
But anyway. That's what was going on in the world today. Still people kvetching over Game of Thrones. I don't understand why, but they're kvetching over it. It'll be okay.
Did you know that Kit Harington went into rehab?
Yeah.
I read something about that, and I was like, damn, I'm so hopefully he's still in and he's not seeing all of the people going stupid. But when they wrapped, he went in shortly after that, apparently, from what I read, for stress, anxiety, and alcohol. So,
wow.
Yeah, because it hit him really hard from whatever source, the friend close to him that they had that told them the information. But I commend him for getting help. That's, I saw the clip where it's like he hasn't read the script yet, and he reads for the first time that he has to kill Danny, and he gets upset. He gets visually upset. And so I can only imagine, because this has been their life for how many, 10 years?
Oh, right? Yeah. Well, 8 years.
8 years, that they've had to do this nonstop, and now suddenly it's done. He's done other movies in between the shows.
Yeah. And
he's done other shows, and which is interesting, because I think the first other show that I recognized him in was it was a BBC show called Spooks. And it ended up being renamed MI6 or something like that.
Yeah, MI6. It became like a little mini movie too.
Yeah, and he was in one of those seasons, and he ends up getting killed in the middle of it. But it was still. I love that show. I can't. Netflix won't carry it anymore, and I don't know if you can get it on BBC. Oh, I should check and see if I can get it on BBC Two. Such a good show. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's just. It's amazing how emotionally invested they get in some of their, their roles and their series and stuff, that it could have that kind of effect on him. And I'm just really glad that he got help. If that's a true story, if all of that is true, then I'm glad he got help, and I wish him the best, and I hope he heals up and has more success in his future.
I hope he has success. I hope he beats whatever demons he's got and keeps on going.
Yes. Yes. I wish people would just lighten up about Game of Thrones. Let it go. Get a little Frozen on that sucker. Let it go. Let it go. This is my Disney moment.
Don't do that again.
It wasn't that bad.
No. Just no. No.
Okay.
I don't. Next time you have the idea and it comes into your head like an order up at a diner, and you hear ding, order up. No, just go no. Okay.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
No. What did we just talk about?
Oh, you mean no singing at all?
No, period. Okay, none.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Okay, that's okay. Peter Dinklage. I have people mad at me. I get hate mail over
I know.
Actually.
I love it though.
I get hate mail, like funny hate mail, like damn you, I can't watch the show now or hear the song without hearing you go Peter Dinklage.
Oh, it's funny.
I can't take credit for that, but apparently that's all they hear is my voice, so you're welcome.
That's good. You're welcome.
My evil plot has begun. Slowly I have crept into your brain. Now I have residency there, and you can't get rid of me. And if that's not creepy enough for you,
let's just. Whew, that's a little weird there, dude. You with me with the singing, you with the weird, like, melodramatic, psychological eating of the brain stuff.
Quid pro quo, Callies. Quid pro quo.
With some fava beans. There you go. Oh, so in that note, it's dinner time.
It's dinner time.
and that's a podcast.
That's a podcast. That's done. We'll see you next week when we hear Rachel sing Not a Damn Thing.
Good night, guys.
Tune in next week when we see Rachel put on social media Not a Damn Thing.
The theme next week is going to be Not a Damn Thing.
Not a damn thing.
What'd you do last weekend? Not a damn thing.
Hey, Rachel, what you thinking?
Not a damn thing.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. Thanks for joining us here at the Department of Understanding Humans, also known as DUH. Just remember, this is our circus. These are our monkeys. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other social media outlets. You can find all of our podcasting streams and feeds at our website at www.duhwebsite.com. That's D.U.H website.com. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great day.